Grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't have to plan it, I can go change my fate. You won't understand it, all alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them, they don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing, and I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself.
Muy buenas a todos, ¿cómo están? Bueno, estamos aquí iniciando lo que es el directo del día de hoy. La verdad, hoy vamos a ver lo que es la reacción de lo que es este evento de Call of Duty NES. Pues sabemos que lo van a presentar por su página principal, lo que es YouTube, el Call of Duty. Lo que es este evento, van a presentar lo que es el nuevo Call of Duty. Hoy vamos a estar haciendo una reacción aquí en directo. Pues pensé que no iba a lograr llegar a lo que es este evento. Y pues como saben, ya saben que pues nosotros subimos contenido de lo que es las configuraciones de Call of Duty y Warzone, nuestro juego favorito. Vamos a estarlo aquí compartiendo a todos ustedes. Vamos a estar prácticamente reaccionando. Aquí como pueden ver ya se anunciaron prácticamente lo que va a haber en la nueva beta, la que van a abrir en estos días. El desbloqueo, aquí lo tenemos aquí en nuestra imagen de fondo, lo que vamos a estar presentando el día de hoy. Entonces ya dentro de poco se va a presentar, prácticamente faltan 9 minuticos por aquí, vamos a verlo, lo que es la open beta de lo que es Call of Duty NES. Vamos a estar esperando aquí, va a quedar grabado aquí en lo que es el canal, pues este evento. Lo importante es seguirle trayendo aquí en el canal de Fiaso Gaming, seguirle trayendo todo este tipo de eventos y nuevos lanzamientos. Entonces hoy voy a estar aquí haciendo esa reacción. Espero pues a las personas que lleguen, que se suscriban, me conozcan, me den la oportunidad de ver los tipos de videos que estamos subiendo. Espérenme. Entonces hoy voy a estar aquí haciendo. Entonces eso es la invitación. Mi nombre es Elisander, y a las personas que lleguen, a las que me conocen, también agradecerle a todas las personas que se han suscrito, de verdad muchas gracias. Y hoy vamos a ver eso, ¿no? En estos días subieron lo que vamos a verlo aquí, vamos a reaccionarlo antes de que inicie lo que es el nuevo rodado, o sea, donde vamos a ver lo que es el armamento. Vamos a verlo aquí mientras inicia lo que es el evento. Espérenme, yo abro aquí la página, otra página principal. Vamos a hacer la reacción de este video, no lo he reaccionado, mientras inicia lo que es el nuevo evento. Aquí ya lo tengo abierto, prácticamente faltan 7 minutos, hemos iniciado antes de que inicie lo que es la transmisión. Y bueno, Vamos a ver aquí lo que es la reacción del nuevo armamento. Y bueno, la invitación a las personas que van llegando ahí, les doy las gracias. Denme la oportunidad de conocer, de conseguir nuestro contenido. Hoy vamos a hacer lo que es la reacción, como le iba informando. Vamos a mirar a ver lo que es este video. Tenemos 4 especialidades. Aquí ya normalmente tenemos 3 en lo que es Warzone. Me gusta esta parte. Táctica.
Updated interface that makes it feel like you are in a gunsmithing space.
My name is Ben Garnell, principal artist. They're going to see first of all the M4 platform and
creo que la M4 me parece, la imagen la verdad se está viendo bastante bacana lo que es Modern Warfare.
Not only in this title are you able to change out the stock, optic, etc., but this time there's actually an extra slot, and that is for the receiver.
You have a platform of weapons, which is a family of weapons. Once you get to a receiver unlock within your first weapon, that's when you unlock another weapon. And those modifications that you have already unlocked for the previous weapon now work on that weapon too.
The receiver this time is
vamos a estar aquí reproduciendo lo que salió este video y vamos a estar pendiente de lo que es, prácticamente faltan 6 minutos, ya vamos a darle inicio a lo que es el evento como tal. Vamos a estar haciendo aquí la reacción en directo y bueno, como les digo a las personas que lleguen, les agradezco. Que bastante interesante esta parte de lo que es el armamento y el desbloqueo de lo que son los accesorios. O sea, si un accesorio tiene que ver con otra arma, vamos a irlo desbloqueando prácticamente. Entonces aquí me gusta esa parte porque pues la parte de desbloqueo de los accesorios va a ser como mejor en este juego. O sea, cada vez que vamos a ir subiendo un nivel de un arma y tiene algún accesorio que sea igual a otro tipo de arma, lo vamos a ir desbloqueando.
What the FTX Cinder Vault allows us to do is to take a platform like the M4, which has
me gusta esta parte de aquí. Vamos a volverlo un poquito.
Create a system of how to develop or modify a blueprint like we've never done before. We wanted to create a weapon system that was visually consistent through and through.
What the FTX Cinder Vault allows us to do is to take a platform like the M4, which has tons of attachments, and every single one.
De verdad interesante esta parte de cómo podemos cambiar todos los accesorios en el arma, o sea.
My name is Yi Yang, and I'm a product manager here at Infinity Ward. When we set out to create the Vault system, we wanted to give players greater ability to customize and add personality to their weapons. At its core, the Vault system unlocks every attachment and allows you to equip any attachment onto your M4 platform that share the same aesthetic.
It's a fantastic type of weapon and blueprint system to introduce into the game because people like me can sit there and geek out on it.
I consider it to be the ultimate blueprint. It's every single attachment.
Una solo modelo de arma, podemos tener diferentes tipos de.
You are able to run it however you like, and it's going to match no matter.
Me gusta, la verdad, estoy viendo que este juego va a ser novedoso este año y probablemente el otro año.
This is the game I've been waiting to make a long time.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Bueno, aquí ya hemos terminado esta parte de lo que vamos a estar aquí reaccionando a lo que es este nuevo evento y bueno, esperemos a ver cómo nos va, vamos a ver qué información nos traen el día de hoy sobre este nuevo Modern Warfare. Y bueno, como les digo, a la invitación a las personas que lleguen y se unan por lo que es la miniatura. Mi nombre es Alexander, estamos aquí. Nosotros normalmente subimos lo que son las configuraciones para mejorar nuestro internet, lo que es Warzone, mejorar lo que es la jugabilidad. También tenemos diferentes configuraciones. Hoy vamos a estar reaccionando a esto ya que es prácticamente nuestro juego principal de lo que es Modern Warfare. Vamos a verle lo que es el evento y vamos a traerle a todos ustedes la reacción del día de hoy. Vamos a ver de qué se trata lo que es Call of Duty, que el nuevo Modern Warfare, cuándo es lo que es la Open abierta. Entonces vamos a estar aquí pendiente aquí de lo que esta reacción sobre este nuevo Call of Duty. Ya falta poco, esperemos que inicie. A las 6:30 empieza el evento. Y a ver qué nos trae este nuevo Call of Duty. ¿Será que va a ser novedoso? ¿Será que...? Vamos a ver, porque los otros Call of Duty la verdad no estuvieron muy buenos. La gente no lo estuvo jugando mucho. Estuvimos dando prácticamente a lo que es Warzone. Y los otros Call of Duty no fueron muy buenos. Ahora pues viene Modern Warfare, que es prácticamente desde el 2019 le dio la apertura a lo que fue Warzone. Y esta vez pues ya esperemos que va a cambiar el mapa, ya el Warzone 2.0. También sabemos que el mapa que antiguo también va a quedar ahí, pero yo creería que todas las personas, no, dependiendo de cómo sea este nuevo mapa de Warzone 2.0, esperemos que también sea gratis. Lo que más nos gusta de Warzone es que es gratis, usted lo puede jugar y tener la skin básica. Ya si uno le gusta cualquier diferente skin, pues ir comprándola, pero lo más importante es que uno de los juegos gratis de Call of Duty, normalmente eso no se había visto. Hace 2-3 años ya prácticamente empezaron a salir este tipo de juegos y hoy lo estamos trayendo aquí en el canal. Entonces esperemos a ver cómo nos va con este nuevo Call of Duty. Vamos a estar subiendo contenido sobre él. Esperemos traerle lo que es la beta de este Call of Duty. Y bueno, esperemos aquí a que ya falta un minutico y arranque. Le damos inicio a lo que es este nuevo Call of Duty. Espero que se esté escuchando bien ahí. Esperemos aquí a que... Listo. A ver que arranque lo que es el evento. Esperemos que nosotros podamos verlo sin ningún problema. La reacción aquí de lo que va a ser el evento NES. Vamos a esperar a ver cuánto dura. No ha empezado el chat todavía. Vamos a darle de cargar. Esperar a que inicie el evento. Ya está prácticamente al tiempo en que había reportado. Van aumentando lo que son los espectadores. Listo. Vamos aquí pendiente de lo que es este evento, nuevo Call of Duty. A ver qué nos trae pues. Reaccionar aquí directamente desde Latinoamérica, Colombia, hacer nuestra reacción. Empezó con tiempo de espera, 29 minutos. No. Está bastante bueno eso, ¿no? No hayan puesto a esperar aquí lo que es espera ahí prácticamente 30 minutos aquí mientras inicia lo que es. Entonces vamos a hacer una cosa. Tenemos la cuenta regresiva. 29 minutos. Bueno, siempre va avanzando bastante, pero vamos a estar mirando aquí otras cositas mientras dan inicio a lo que es la transmisión. Pensamos que no iba a iniciar desde el principio lo que es la fecha de publicación, y bueno, como ya normalmente lo hago en los directos, vamos a darle información sobre lo que se viene en lo que es la Open Beta de lo que es Call of Duty. Vamos a estar aquí abriendo prácticamente, entonces vamos a estarle diciendo qué días van a abrir lo que es la Open Beta. Ya sabe que los que adquirieron el juego lo pueden hacer desde el 16-17. Ya abrieron lo que es la descarga. A los que compraron la el Modern Warfare, pueden descargarlo para PlayStation 4. Entonces estas son las fechas de la Open Beta. 18 y 20 ya sería gratis, abierta, y ya para las otras plataformas estaríamos trayéndola para el 22 y el 23 de septiembre. Listo, entonces vamos a tratar de descargar esta Open Beta en lo que es nuestro PlayStation 4, a ver cómo fluye, cómo juega, cómo se ve. Entonces esperemos a ver aquí mientras hace la cuenta regresiva. Ya sabemos que podemos desbloquear lo que es esta skin de lo que es en la Open Beta, todos estos accesorios. Pues la verdad hay que tratar de atinarle de subir todos los niveles en la Open Beta, sabe que se dura poquito, y tratar de desbloquear lo que es esta skin. Listo.
Some Warzone 2. I'm like the biggest Warzone player. That's my main thing.
Bueno,
so
ya
I'm
inició.
super hyped to just hop on and see the new map. Yeah, seriously.
It is going to be so exciting. Obviously, being able to get on the sticks, try it out, see how you feel about it. What are you expecting from this new Warzone? Because obviously, like you said, you've been grinding Warzone for a long time now. But what do you want to see? What are some of the changes you want made?
I'm definitely wanting to see like new movement, maybe, because you know slide counting like the biggest thing in Warzone. So maybe like a new.
Prácticamente el evento todavía no está iniciando. Vamos a esperar aquí a ver qué pasa, a ver qué.
Love that. So do I. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have the best time. Enjoy yourself.
En 30 minutos va iniciando lo que es el evento y va llegando lo que es la gente a lo que es el evento. Vamos a ver una cosa por acá mientras. Mientras va iniciando lo que está. Esperemos a ver cómo va aquí. Mientras va iniciando vamos mirando lo que es el tráiler, para que no nos aburramos mientras llega los 30 minutos de esta. Mientras inicia lo que es la apertura de este evento, vamos a estar aquí reaccionando a lo que es el trailer. Vamos a dar cuenta de cómo va todo este evento. Ya saben las personas que van llegando ahí lo que es el directo, pues la invitación es que lleguen al canal. Pues tenemos diferentes configuraciones para mejorar lo que es nuestra conexión en lo que es WhatsApp. Y bueno, vamos a ver qué tal es este nuevo Call of Duty para seguir subiendo todas las mejoras y las configuraciones. Vamos a estar subiendo también gameplay. Y bueno, la invitación es que lleguen. Miramos a ver qué tal nos trae. Vamos reaccionando a lo primer trailer que podemos ver de lo que es el multiplayer de Modern Warfare. Ya dentro de poco ya estaremos viendo lo que es el evento. La calidad de imagen de este juego va a ser bastante impresionante, me imagino, con los gráficos que tienen en PC. PlayStation 5 sería lo mejor para este tipo de gráficos de lo que es Modern Warfare. Bueno, pues vamos a ver qué pasa aquí con Bueno, ya ha iniciado lo que es el evento. Vamos a estar aquí. Primero estábamos reaccionando a lo que es el tráiler mientras iniciaba. Listo. Aquí reaccionando a ver qué nos encontramos en este nuevo Call of Duty. Ya empezaba a llegar la gente a publicar. 127.000 personas viendo lo que es este nuevo evento.
So he was saying earlier he wants like nice and fast-paced. I'm looking for the opposite. I want a nice slow pace. I want a nice slow pace game. I can sit a little further back, watch over my teammates. I'm 25 and I'm proud of it. And I think it's going to be the perfect mix of both. Some good maps, some good fun. I get to beat on him for another year, and I get to hopefully beat his team. Lost by 1 round recently at the big one. So hopefully a good year ahead.
Yep. Cool.
Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'm just looking for good maps. I mean, I want to see just a different variety of maps. I think it'd be really cool.
Ya el contador va entre 20 minutos. Ya es realmente las personas que han llegado, los jugadores de Call of Duty, lo que los invitaron directamente a lo que es este evento. Y bueno, como digo, todavía no ha iniciado. Sigamos aquí mientras iniciamos con el.
My name is Mary F. Jukian, and I'm a senior UX designer. Gunsmith itself has a whole new environment. It is an updated interface that makes it feel like you are in a gunsmithing space.
My name is Ben Garnell, principal artist. They're going to see, first of all, what's the M4 platform. And what you're going to notice is not only in this title are you able to change out the stock, optic, etc., but this time there's actually an extra slot, and that is for the receiver.
You have a platform of weapons, which is a family of weapons. Once you get to a receiver unlock within your first weapon, that's when you unlock another weapon. And those modifications that you have already unlocked for the previous weapon now work on that weapon too.
The receiver this time is driving Gunsmith as it would be in reality, and each of these separate receivers have their own unique progression.
So the receiver for the assault rifle will remain for that assault rifle. But if it's a receiver for the SMG within that platform and you switch to that receiver, then you have the SMG in place. But the modifications that you have already previously done on that assault rifle can move over to that SMG.
Each of those shared attachments that you unlock is now cross-progressible and attachable onto another weapon in the same class.
This takes away from the grind of having to unlock every single attachment on each weapon every time they want to level up a weapon. What this does is it shows you that one grip that you unlocked on the first weapon is now usable on a different weapon within that platform, and you don't need to re-unlock that weapon.
I'm Joel Emsley. I'm the studio art director at Infinity Ward. We are introducing our system of how to develop or modify a blueprint like we've never done before. We wanted to create a weapon system that was visually consistent through and through.
What the FTX Cindervault allows us to do is to take a platform like the M4, which has tons of attachments, and every single one of those attachments will be themed cohesively. Will have that unique look, the unique red anodizing of FJX Cinder.
My name is Yi Yang, and I'm a product manager here at Infinity Ward. When we set out to create the Vault system, we wanted to give players greater ability to customize and add personality to their weapons. At its core, the Vault system unlocks every attachment and allows you to equip any attachment onto your M4 platform that share the same aesthetic.
It's a fantastic type of weapon and blueprint system to introduce into the game because people like me can sit there and geek out on it.
I consider it to be the ultimate blueprint. It's every single attachment.
Bueno, también aquí solamente no vamos a ver lo que el evento, vamos a estarlo viendo en diferentes pantallas, no solo el evento. También vamos a estar reaccionando a lo que son algunos streamers que van a estar probando lo que es Call of Duty. Aquí tenemos uno de los más famosos de lo que es de Estados Unidos. Vamos a estar revisando eso también. Igualmente él va a estar jugando el Modern Warfare y va a estar transmitiendo en lo que es su canal. Entonces también vamos a verlo aquí. Esperamos aquí, todavía faltan 16 minutos para que inicie. Vamos a aparecer por aquí. Prácticamente vamos a estar viendo alguna parte mientras inicia los 16 minutos de lo que es. Esto estuvo bien, vamos a darle quite, faltan 16 minutos todavía.
Narcoland, cartel protection. Narcoland, cartel protection. Full visual.
07, copy. Danger close.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign.
Nada, que inicia. Ya llevamos 15 minuticos. Como les digo, vamos a estar aquí reaccionando a lo que es el nuevo evento, la invitación a las personas que lleguen y los que me conocen están suscritos. Hoy vamos a hacer lo que es la reacción. Alcancé pues el día de hoy para verlo. Vamos a verlo de aquí en directo. Igual va a quedar grabado aquí en lo que es el canal. Ya sabemos que estamos iniciando en lo que es todo esto de la parte de YouTube, y esta vez vamos a poder hacer lo que es la transmisión de este evento que va a salir el día de hoy. Y bueno, vamos a estarlo aquí reaccionando en directo, en vivo para todos ustedes.
I think honestly being able to see a lot of people who played online together finally in the same area after everything that's gone on, and being able to get back together, like that's going to be a really fun time for people to be able to like see each other across the
Burlos, así. Bastante raro el nombre.
Inside scoop on it, but we've got Warzone 2.0, we've got multiplayer, so much going on. What is your game? What is your game on COD? You know, what are you looking forward to?
So I'm a huge multiplayer search and destroy fan, so a little bit different than most people here. They play mainly Warzone. Not that great at Warzone, but search and destroy, quick skipping, that's my thing.
Okay, we love to hear that. And what about you?
Also search and destroy, that's how we met.
Wow,
so
hardcore.
Yeah, search and destroy all day.
Por aquí está uno, lo que vamos a ver, lo que es el evento. Por lo menos ya este jugador ya está ya en lo que es el evento. Prácticamente aquí podemos ver lo que es la sala, ¿no?, de todo lo que es el evento. Vamos a estar reaccionando también a esto aquí en lo que es el canal. Aquí van llegando todos los invitados, van a hacer lo que son las pruebas en vivo y en directo del nuevo Call of Duty. Van a estar ahí, yo creo que van a dar una muestra de lo que es Warzone 2.0. Bueno, nosotros vamos a estar reaccionando aquí a todas esas personas que están subiendo. Y pues este es un streamer que es muy famoso en Estados Unidos. Entonces hoy también vamos a hacer lo que es esa reacción. Se llama Swag. Está aquí en su canal. Vamos a verlo en directo. Todo lo que es el gameplay. Entonces, como les digo, vamos a estar trayendo bastantes cositas aquí en lo que es el canal, para que las personas que lleguen no solamente vamos a ver eso, sino que también vamos a analizar diferentes directos de diferentes personas que van a estar haciendo estas pruebas. ¿Listo? Entonces aquí vamos a abarcar varios lugares, varios streaming para que podamos ver todo el contenido completo. Me salió la notificación del nuevo Call of Duty. Esperemos a ver qué otro encontramos por aquí, otro streaming que esté haciendo directo de los que conozco. Y ya los otros directos que van a estar, pues yo solamente voy a reaccionar a los que son de la parte de YouTube. No voy a tocar nada de lo que es Twitch. Vamos a estar aquí solamente reaccionando a los que son que hacen streaming aquí en lo que es el video de YouTube. Entonces tenemos a Tim Tentaman. Casi no lo menciono, pero bueno, vamos a esperar a que vamos a verlo por aquí. Ya está ya también en Call of Duty haciendo su directo, probando eso. Probablemente nosotros vamos a abarcar un poquito más de lo que es esta transmisión. Entonces, como les digo, no solamente vamos a transmitir lo que es el evento, también vamos a estar reaccionando a lo que son estos streaming. Vamos a poner acá varias pantallas. Y miramos que abarquemos todo lo que es el evento. ¿Listo? Esperemos que le den inicio al evento como tal. Se me da ni aquí. Ya falta poco, falta poco. 12 minutos. Y miramos, vamos a ver aquí en vivo en directo, vamos a ver qué es lo que van a probar, qué van a traer. Me imagino que le van a dar inicio a lo que es el gameplay en vivo en directo. Aquí, como pueden, ya nos está mostrando lo que es la Open Beta. Ya saben que pues inicia el 16-17 para PlayStation. Todas las personas que hayan comprado el juego, ya la Open Beta para PlayStation va a ser el 18, el 20. Entonces probablemente lo traigamos aquí en el canal esa beta. Vamos a tratar de estar desbloqueando todos los accesorios nuevos, de estar probando lo que es el gameplay, el juego, cómo es la movilidad. Pues sí, lo hacemos desde PlayStation 4, ya después en esta fecha lo traeremos a lo que es el PC. Y bueno, vamos a ver aquí cómo nos va. ¿Listo? Hasta que estemos en los 9 minutos. Cerrar algunas páginas para que no nos bloquee ahorita durante el video directo. Ya toda la gente está esperando aquí para hacer lo que es la transmisión en vivo en directo de sus canales. Vamos a estar reaccionando aquí. Esperemos que no se ponga lento, está poniendo lento nuestro internet. Mantenerlo aquí para que no se vaya a bloquear lo que es nuestro evento aquí. ¿Listo? 8 minuticos. Probablemente lo que van a hacer es traer gameplay. Van a estar jugando ahí en vivo, en directo desde el evento.
Obviously, new iteration of the game. We're expecting so many different things coming out to play here. What do you expect out of this new game? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Call of Duty polished feel you expect, especially from Infinity Ward. I think that was my favorite part of Modern Warfare 2019 was just how smooth everything felt. I love the field upgrades.
Ya casi iba a iniciar 7 minuticos.
And at the end of the day, they've already teased earlier today the brand new Gunsmith 2.0. I want to see what type of crazy weapons we can come up with. I cannot wait to just lay the smackdown on all the Call of Duty League pros that are here. They're all absolute noobs. I'm looking forward to today.
Vamos a ocultarnos aquí y ahorita le damos inicio a lo que está. Cuando salga lo que es. Puedo ver que ya ha salido lo que es el preregistro de la descarga de lo que es Call of Duty Warzone en mobile. Ya podemos entrar a lo que es la PlayStation Store y vamos a ver ahí lo que es la descarga. Podemos prácticamente suscribirnos mientras sale este juego.
Alright, Swag, so good to have you guys in the building. Of course, we have Modern Warfare 2 coming up. You're going to get a chance to get on the sticks and play it. How are you feeling about this brand new title?
Really good, man. I mean, MW2, the name itself has so much hype around it, and it's just so exciting to play a game. Infinity Ward is my favorite company to make the game, so I'm super excited.
Amazing stuff. So, gents, how are you guys feeling? We've got Warzone 2.0.
Our first event here, so I mean, we're really excited to be here.
I'll pass the mic around.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to add? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm super excited. This is the first Call of Duty event.
Like we said, this is our first ever event, so this is really new to us. Really exciting. I don't know what to expect, but I'm just ready to play. You know what I mean?
Any favorite memories from the original Modern Warfare 2 that anyone wants to share?
I remember. I remember the first nuke I ever got was on the map Estate, and I was hype. I was like 13 years old. Silence ACR going crazy.
Ahí están algunos jugadores de lo que es la Face Clan. Ponernos por acá a ver si ya inicia. Prácticamente en 4 minutos ya estaremos trayendo lo que es el gameplay de lo que es Call of Duty.
I do know we're going to have a kick-ass campaign coming in. So what do you expect out of a good campaign? So if you're a campaign guy, what do you look for?
I don't know. I just played it. The missions are fire, so I just want fire missions again. I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't that the
Y bueno, pensé que no iba a estar aquí en esta transmisión, pero bueno, podemos hacer algunas gestiones. Ya estamos aquí, vamos a hacer lo que es la transmisión. Va a quedar grabado aquí en el canal. Y bueno, vamos a ver qué nos trae ese nuevo Modern Warfare 2. Ya prácticamente 4 minutos. Y va pasando los integrantes de Face Clan. Quería que 2 de ellos están en el Face Clan. Y bueno, está aquí a Pimpin y Swag, que es el que más o menos conozco de allá de Estados Unidos. Tiene muy buenas vistas en la parte de lo que es Warzone al momento de estar transmitiendo. Vamos a ir directamente a lo que es la página. Vamos, que son 3 minuticos. No queremos que nos ponga lento ahí, para que reaccionemos directamente a lo que se viene. Bueno, y como les digo siempre, les doy promoción. Ahí tenemos lo que es nuestra guía completa de lo que es para transmitir con GeForce Experience. Esperemos aquí, por lo menos estoy transmitiendo. Vamos a organizar un poquito lo que es el volumen para que nos puedan escuchar a nosotros. Vamos a darle un 80. Vamos a guardar. Aidan, creo que ese. Prácticamente ya vamos con la cuenta regresiva, 2 minuticos. Vamos a ver que ya llevamos 43 minutos aquí en lo que es directo. Y bueno, aunque no nos vea nadie, vamos a estar reaccionando aquí, va a quedar en nuestro canal. Eso es lo importante, que vamos a traerle este tipo de evento a lo que es el canal. Ya saben que pues nosotros aquí lo que hacemos es compartirle todo lo que viene referente a los videojuegos. Estamos empezando, poca gente nos conoce, pero ahí poco a poco vamos haciendo conocer. Recuerden que soy de acá de Colombia y vamos a hacer los directos de Warzone de este juego. Esperemos traerlo pronto cuando salga. Todo el mundo está pendiente a lo que es este evento, entonces vamos a esperar a que salga aquí y vamos a mirar nuestra reacción sobre este videojuego. Vamos a ver qué nos trae. Un minutico para que inicie lo que es este evento. Vamos, esta vez sí. Cuando salió Verdan, la verdad ese juego estuvo bastante bueno. Esperemos que este Warzone 2 vamos a darle bien. Esperemos que haya una buena conexión aquí a nosotros de lo que somos Latinoamérica. Siempre tenemos inconveniente con lo que son los servidores. Pues ahora tenemos una mejor conexión que es fibra óptica, pero a veces sí se nos cae mucho lo que son los servidores. Esperemos que Call of Duty algún día ponga un servidor acá en lo que es Latinoamérica. Y bueno, por ahora esperemos a ver qué nos muestran el día de hoy con este juego. Normalmente a veces el multiplayer de lo que es los juegos va mejor que lo que es Warzone, ya que es un Battle Royale y muchas personas se conectan a ese tipo de juego y va mal. Entonces vamos a ver cómo nos va a ir con este juego en esa conexión aquí en Latinoamérica. A ver si mejora, empeora. Esperemos que mejore. Vamos con la cuenta regresiva y a ver qué nos trae. Iniciamos. Ah. Oh. Sí, 2.0. Uy, los vehículos. Uf. Dos. Dale. Call of Duty. Bueno, aquí tenemos el evento ya principal. Todo está pendiente ahí para el inicio a lo que es en directo, en vivo en directo, lo que es el gameplay. Nosotros acá vamos a estar reaccionando.
A truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2,
bueno, pues,
but a very significant moment for the future of the entire
los que entiendan inglés ahí, porque la verdad no es que sepa mucho inglés, 100% español, entonces tampoco les voy a traducir ahí.
One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall,
Realmente nos van a mostrar los dos gameplay, lo que es Warzone 2.0 y Modern Warfare. Bueno, ahí vamos a estar pendiente.
Long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of the world. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it.
Ya tienen abierto lo que es el juego, prácticamente ya tenemos a lo que es Ninja.
Studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know,
Ellos tienen la cámara todavía de ellos. No se me detenga, no se me detenga.
On the franchise, I always get asked by people,
prácticamente vamos a reaccionar también a algunos jugadores de Call of Duty ya famosos. Aquí lo que es completamente el evento de nuevo Call of Duty. A eso es lo que nos gustaría llegar. Algún día pues llegar a probar algún juego de esos. Poder estar allá en directo, en vivo en directo, pero para eso necesitamos que la gente nos ayude a crecer en lo que es el canal de Fiaso Gaming. Sé que hay que subir más contenido, pero bueno, aquí estamos trayéndole en vivo en directo lo que es esta reacción de lo que es el nuevo Modern Warfare y Warzone 2.0, que es uno de los juegos que más subimos aquí en lo que es el canal. Y bueno, yo creería que este año, con el dedito, este año vamos a traerle más contenido sobre nuevo Call of Duty. Y bueno, esperemos a ver qué pasa.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on.
Bueno, un poquito de gameplay ya están hablando ahí mucho, trayendo todo lo que son las novedades, pero nada, que iniciamos con lo que es, todo el mundo está ansioso de lo que es este juego. Yo creo que prácticamente van a darle la apertura a todas las personas en vivo, en directo, los gameplay. Bueno, por ahí ya estamos viendo algo de gameplay, ¿no? Uy.
Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So, we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with
alcanzamos a ver el menú del nuevo Modern Warfare.
Right? So,
esperemos a ver
connecting the
qué.
camera to your body. We've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So, with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun.
Bueno, pues,
super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players
esperemos
out
a
there.
que
I heard so many of you
inicie,
talk
quitémonos por aquí un
what
ratico.
challenges can you give us beyond just winning? Which, anyway, I won't go off on that, but we've got a whole series
Es que aparecerá aquí en lo que es la reacción para que no nos vayan a tumbar lo que es esta transmisión por copyright. Entonces vamos a estarle aquí también nosotros comentando algo. Bueno, esperemos que qué requisito mínimo va a traer este Warzone y este Modern Warfare. Igualmente han informado que va a estar para consolas de PlayStation 4. Se recomienda de que pues vamos trayendo y comprando nuestra consola de PlayStation 5 porque realmente los gráficos que trae son de nueva generación, entonces tampoco nos podemos quedar ahí con lo que es una consola PlayStation 4. Bueno, vamos a ver ahorita el video.
Intel reports Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
Veamos algunos mapitas. Bueno, pues.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
Oh. Me gusta lo que estoy viendo. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Me quedó en negro. No. No estoy viendo. Ah. Uf. Uy, el nuevo radar. Realmente hay muchos cambios en este nuevo juego. El sniper. Uy, la visión ahí con esa cámara. Como estaba enganchado el jugador con el arma en el muro. Impresionante eso. Acuérdate, ya las armas son como más modernas. Ese es Modern Warfare, ¿no? Que prácticamente todo es de la nueva era. Los equipamientos, las armas. Bueno, pues. Los vehículos me gustan bastante. Bueno, cuando salió Vega. Oh, ya tiene incluido lo que es la dinamita ahí. Vamos a tener lo que son los ríos, parte de lo que es el armamento. Uy, ¿será que ese es Warzone 2.0? Bueno. Debajo del agua. Oh. Excelente. Bueno, mientras van inicio a lo que es la partida, nos están poniendo lo que es el tráiler. Vamos a ver aquí algunos de los jugadores.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
372.000 personas viendo lo que es este evento debajo del agua. El ataque mortal ahí. Puro gameplay, eso sí es gameplay. Me gusta lo que estoy viendo. Bueno, pues damos inicio a lo que es este gameplay. Ahí esa parte de ahí estuvo bacana, el man estaba enganchado ahí en lo que es la pared y puede disparar. Eso no lo podemos hacer ahorita en lo que es Warzone. Todavía están, ellos están igual que nosotros en el trailer, todavía no han iniciado con el gameplay. Estamos igual. Vamos a esperar aquí a que inicie lo que es este gameplay como tal.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans, the trailer's so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there, everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the on there, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off,
bueno, acá se va a darle la apertura a lo que es este gameplay de Modern Warfare y esperemos a ver qué nos traen. Pues que nada, que inician, nada que... Ahí ya nos mostraron bastante con lo que es el tráiler.
Just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to, continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience, and people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with. Un evento
así bastante grande, de poco personas ahí.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, I don't know where to
para generar alguna transmisión y todo eso, se imaginan la cantidad de redes que tienen que tener para que se vea todo bien.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add
que inicia lo que es este evento, esperemos a ver.
Nicely balanced ecosystem that we had. And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So that we're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, sure can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just to kill trigger. In this game,
que nos muestran lo que es el gameplay.
We leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics,
en esta parte,
waves with white caps,
lo de las,
but we also the gameplay side. There's
vamos a andar lo que es en el agua.
Weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater.
Probablemente Warzone 2.0 tenga esta función.
Also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at You can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are,
Interesante, interesante esta parte de lo que está diciendo de lo que es el agua. Vamos a ponerla acá grande.
Really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty, and you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of equipment has been filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. They really would, instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
a lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important.
Movimiento prácticamente, hablando ahí. Eso es lo que yo les digo, podemos engancharnos y disparar en lo que es la pared. Realmente interesante esta parte. En ningún momento está mostrando que se está deslizando. O sea, podemos correr, movimiento totalmente básico, me gusta esa parte ahí. La parte del movimiento es obviamente ya más original, más ya que normalmente pues ahorita lo que hacemos en Warzone es correr y deslizarnos para no cansarnos, y realmente el movimiento es diferente. Probablemente algunos decían que ese derrape que tenemos lo van a quitar en este modo de Warfare. Esperemos a ver. Igual siempre salimos con trucos para poder mejorar lo que es esta parte de movernos. Interesante lo que podemos engancharnos, realmente muy interesante esa parte cuando nos enganchamos ahí en lo que es la pared y disparamos. Normalmente en este momento no se puede hacer porque cuando uno lo hace se cae en el juego. Bueno, aquí otro movimiento. Ahí. Una trampa. Una distracción. Que es el radar. Ahí deshabilitó lo que es el radar. Uy, no. Que es la cámara. Es como más táctico, diría yo, este tipo de juego.
This is the tac cam too, which you guys just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team. Yeah. So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. The new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this.
Simplemente estaba hablando de todo lo que es el rodado, lo que son los accesorios de tipo, vamos a ver aquí, cómo podemos modificar lo que es nuestro armamento, los accesorios.
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip, And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design.
Tenemos ahí a ver que empiece lo que es el gameplay.
Ultimate weapon blueprint, and even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, you know, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Ah, yes. But, you know, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War, and a bunch of others really well. And so, you know, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey, it's the first time here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and, you know, swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat action.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that
Pero
entire
entonces yo creo que el gameplay lo va a mostrar ahorita lo que es el final. Ya llevamos aquí transmitiendo lo que es una hora, pero esperemos a ver que nos suelten rápido. Está mostrando todo lo que es la novedad de lo que es el juego.
Sure, Mercado is
Mercado Las Almas.
a little street market in a historic section in Mexico.
Inspirado en lo que es México.
You know, the authorities have some intel
Bacano
that
está.
products are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down
Está
that
bacano esa parte ahí.
The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping, they're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, you can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe, you can grab a shotgun and go room clearing.
Bueno, estamos viendo lo que es el campo de visión ahí en lo que es el multiplayer, realmente igualito a lo que es Modern Warfare.
Conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta, in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Básicamente para revivir a nuestro personaje. Ahí ha hackeado lo que es las cámaras.
It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run to exfil is
definitely you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person, and all what we're working on.
Tercera persona. Eso es alguna novedad, que eso nunca lo hemos tenido aquí en lo que es Call of Duty. Tercera persona, movimientos.
You know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera.
O sea, prácticamente cambia como la visión al momento de ponerlo en tercera persona. Podemos abarcar un poco más y mirar a ver qué personaje tenemos por ahí cerca. Pero normalmente Call of Duty siempre ha sido por primera persona, entonces es algo novedoso. Vamos a ver cómo va esa parte de lo que es tercera persona.
So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical.
Tenemos en Modern Warfare 2019.
1 player on air support,
Sistema.
1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans.
Bueno, tenemos que tratar de conseguirlo el primer día para sacar el jugo de lo que es este gameplay, mirar a ver qué trae listo.
And really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about special ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a special ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed, we do.
POV.
Let's roll the clip.
Oh. ¿De qué es esta skin? Watson 2.0.
I was born empty-handed. I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow.
La skin es como más de soldado. Esperemos que sean así la skin y no traigan ese tipo de otro skin que la verdad no me gusta. Normalmente siempre me gusta el estilo militar. PlayStation. Después tenemos un operador que lo dan para
An
PlayStation.
exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Stephanie, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available
ya nos está mostrando.
for PlayStation players who pre-order any version. Early access to the open beta starts tomorrow, so make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes.
Lo que la campaña también para Open Beta.
Ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and
Dando lo que es la
Modern Warfare
promoción.
2.
Vamos a ver aquí cómo están estos.
HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Play like a pro on the big screen with 144Hz VRR and AMD FreeSync, now on TCL's 6 Series TVs. Prime Gaming. Visit gaming.amazon.com today and start claiming your free content.
Promoción. Sigamos acá con la transmisión en directo.
We have 200 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
There is so much in this game. There is almost too much.
This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to mess a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic, because those guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red.
Capture the flag, Code Red.
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night at S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal. Most people have terminal nostalgia.
Terminal.
Terminal, 100%. I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous. Easy. Strike.
High rise.
High rise. terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything that I'm seeing and never show you.
Bueno, ya casi vamos a iniciar con los gameplays, ya vamos a ver lo que se pasa, lo que es el tiempo, ya llevamos 1 hora y 21 minutos aquí de lo que es directo, versión 2.0, mirando lo que es la reacción de este nuevo Call of Duty. Y las novedades que trae este nuevo Call of Duty.
We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Josie Scott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0, Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one. Jack, where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry. And
esperemos a que inicie lo que es el gameplay. Vamos a perdernos aquí un momentico y esperemos a ver que inicia con lo que es el gameplay. ¿Listo? Hablar de lo que es versión 2.0.
brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Oh, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new
Uy, este es el nuevo mapa de lo que es Warzone 2.0.
Really interesting
totalmente diferente de lo que es este nuevo mapa.
Desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course
aquí debe ser una montaña.
It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter.
Aeropuerto.
But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation,
se llama este nuevo mapa de Warzone 2.0. Tenemos la parte de lo que son los ríos. O sea, prácticamente las filtraciones sí eran más o menos correctas.
It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right?
Vamos a ver prácticamente todo lo que es el mapa y vamos a ver su... Es más o menos relacionado. Yo creería que van a meter más o menos mezclado con Warzone, lo que fue Verdansk y Warzone Pacific. Sí, prácticamente van a mezclar lo que son los dos mapas. Sí, se ve interesante este Warzone 2.0. Me gusta. Me acuerdo que normalmente cuando salió Verdansk, así no fuera la conexión, el mapa era tan bueno que tratábamos de ingresar así fuera con un pin alto realmente, y salió la era del renacimiento y uno trataba de jugar estos dos tipos de mapas. Uy, este es de un juego de
of this. So you'll be able to
de
catch the
Black
boat
Ops,
and drive
lo
between
que es la
different
parte de lo
worlds.
que es el
It's
aeropuerto,
one of our favorites,
mezclado ahí.
Village, which is
That's my favorite.
colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys
Está
think,
bastante
Jack and
interesante
Joe,
lo que es
on
una
what the
parte de
hot
las
drop will
aguas.
be today, right? We've
Vamos a
been
ver
talking about
que,
this last
cómo
couple
nos va
days.
con
This is
esa
our
parte.
first
Yo
time
creería
seeing
que
other people who
el
are not
apartado
us
gráfico
play
para que
Warzone 2.0.
nos mueva todo eso,
So
yo
I'm
creería
just
que
very
todas las
curious where
personas
you
que
think
están
everyone's
llegando
gonna immediately
y
drop
son de
today.
PlayStation 4, eso ya es otro nivel en apartado de que son los gráficos, entonces ellos tratan de sacarlo porque la mayoría de gente que juega este Call of Duty Warzone es de PlayStation 4, pero igual yo creería que la calidad gráfica está para allá en PlayStation 5, los nuevos Xbox y para PC.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
Smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay. We've got this
Madre, ¿de
beautiful
qué
space
trata eso
terrain.
de
How do all these
DMZ?
multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like.
De lo que es el agua.
Yeah. Oh.
O disparar debajo del agua.
Great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller, you know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its two turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can
Ok, o sea, nos vamos a poder subir ahí lo que es esta camioneta.
Armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles, we've got a small boat, we've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back, so you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
You forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. And it's a moving platform with 3 doors. And you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, grab your
Todo el mundo está
teammates,
desesperado por querer iniciar lo que es el gameplay allá atrás, con querer de probarlo y transmitirlo a todas las personas, pero nos pusieron a esperar porque siempre están hablando sobre todo lo que se viene en lo que es Warzone 2.0 y Modern Warfare, entonces...
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I thought there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
But what do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them a game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there is going to be some amazing clips. But I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love
Iniciamos ya.
In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's going to go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something to a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet. You can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there. So you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al Mazrah and quite literally like have a route we plan, hit the gas station,
pick up
gas
snacks.
up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close
y eso es
down.
totalmente nuevo, pues. Prácticamente se pueden cerrar en diferentes lugares. Uf, eso está interesante. O sea, ya hay más posibilidades ahí de...
As the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event.
Interesante esa parte de...
We need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car, we're going now, go! All right, so apart from circle splitting, what about the Gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so much change, man. I mean, I'm ready for it, but Joe, what do we got?
The Gulag, you know, we've been experimenting with, we've tried some crazy things with the Gulag. But the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other.
Prácticamente tienen que combatir. Creo que entendí bien.
And the other thing we've been playing around
El
with
equipo.
is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy, there might be an AI here, you're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
we're going to get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of
uno de los que mantiene lo que tengo ahí, vamos a escucharlo.
There's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Stronghold.
Vamos a escucharlo solamente.
Bots y cómo afecta a que los jugadores tengan las clases. Los strongholds son cosas reforzadas, tipo edificios, y los jugadores pueden escoger si quieren dispararles o no para obtener free loadout items.
Interesante.
To Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of the black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it non-stop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. But we're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al-Mazrah and see what's there.
It's totally up to player choice there. And I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience about today, and mostly focusing on VR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning to the conversations in the community,
Esta es una nueva
specifically
experiencia
around small
sandbox,
maps,
el cual
Ricochet,
pues dice que vamos a tener un modo
ranked
tipo
play,
extracción.
and beyond. And
Así que, señores, para aquellas
trust
personas
me,
que estaban
although
dudando
we're
que si
touching
era
on
o
some
no
of the
gratis,
core
ya les
updates
podemos
to the
confirmar que
overall start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al-Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in
Para que
Al-Mazrah
salga, nos ponemos el gameplay.
Yeah, stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then, after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Ahora sí vamos a ver lo que es el gameplay de Modern Warfare.
The GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Intel, built for the next generation of gaming. Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links, squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic, leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2. Gameplay. Warzone 2.0. Se vino Warzone. Cos. Sí, señor. Como más realista. El mapa, la caída. Warzone Mobile. Metieron prácticamente la represa en este mapa. Hace Warzone Mobile. Warzone Mobile, sí señor. Es el que vamos a traer aquí en el canal. Me gusta por lo que está el mapa de Verdan, que es uno de los que más me gustó.
Jam-packed day we've had here so far.
We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here, coming into mobile. We got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone.
Me gusta como ve la calidad de imagen lo que es Warzone Mobile. De verdad interesante Me gusta lo que es el mapa de verdad en el celular. Más interesante ya que se puede traer más contenido de eso, ya que uno puede acceder desde diferentes lugares en lo que es Warzone Mobile.
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time from its hallmark vistas. And these
todo el mapa de verdad. Si los gráficos sí son bastante bajitos a comparación de lo que es consola y PC, pero pues traer este mapa y tenerlo en celular pues es interesante.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combine to make Call of Duty Warzone Mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form. You can imagine feeling that dirt
sí, los gráficos se ven bastante bajos. Me imagino que cada vez que van a ir mejorando este tipo de gráficos y eso también depende de qué tipo de celular tenga uno. Igualmente yo creo que los gráficos son bajos para que pueda uno jugar en cualquier tipo de celular. Bueno, no un celular tan bajo de bajo gama, pero pues más o menos de media en adelante.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back
comprar igualmente como lo que es Warzone.
Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
I really like that you brought that up, because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
Yes. Everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either, because we have
es prácticamente todo igualito a lo que es Warzone, al que está en el estado que está ahorita, de todos los.
This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played.
O sea, me gusta, hay que ver cómo es el movimiento del mapa.
Way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat.
120 jugadores. Battle Royale de Verdansk.
In the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill.
Está informando que no van a haber bots en lo que es este Call of Duty Mobile. Prácticamente es un real de los 120 jugadores.
Absolutely, it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that. In terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of
Ojalá,
Warzone 2.0?
el emulador de lo que es PC
Delivering
y
a deeply
consola.
connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. So the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning.
Ok, lo van a separar. No es que se va a jugar. Obviamente se va a separar lo que es consola y PC.
We're avoiding the imbalance that comes with cross-playing between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this,
Realmente sí, los gráficos sí se ven bastante pobres ahí, pero pues bueno, hay que tener en cuenta que está desarrollado para lo que es un celular.
controls balance for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and
Bastante
that means
largo
all
lo
my
que
friends
está.
can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile
Precisamente
devices
acá
ready,
que
'cause I'm
mediodía
super excited to
en
announce that starting
Latinoamérica, en
right now,
Colombia.
you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn, like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code
Bueno, pues
below.
nos coge la noche aquí. Necesitamos ver gameplay. Ir a descargar lo que es Warzone Mobile.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty lit day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way. Ali,
Yeah.
I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere. How
Yeah,
you feeling?
8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen what Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But
Multiplayer,
guys,
ahora sí vamos a ver lo que es el
now
multiplayer.
get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the command center,
Bueno, ahora sí
presented by
vamos
Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be
a
rolling
ver
the show
el multiplayer.
through
Vamos a
all day
mirar
today.
que van a traer diferentes jugadores aquí.
They can start playing Modern Warfare 2 sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming.
Vamos a ver Warzone móvil aquí.
Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk.
Son todos los VIPs que vamos a tocar ahorita.
Like the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they have to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people.
Bueno, para la próxima que tengamos un evento, esto ya tengo que aprender
Actually,
inglés.
almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
you
just
played
a little.
A little, yeah. We played a tiny bit.
Si llegaste hasta ese video aquí, la invitación es que te suscribas. Vamos a seguir creciendo y trayendo contenido sobre esto, lo que es Call of Duty, configuraciones.
200 streamers,
Y bueno,
some of the world's finest, quite literally from almost every part of the planet, coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
But we heard Courage from like headphones on.
interesante el PC que tienen ahí, el PC.
100%, like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well.
Ninja
Like, I
tuvo
just
problemas
can't
ahí
see
en
the
su
testament to
conexión.
how pumped up everyone
Es un
gets
evento
about
tan
Call of
grande
Duty.
eso, ¿qué tipo de conexión tiene que
That there
tener?
are this many
Porque
big name streamers in attendance. We're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
creo que tendría que estar jugando en consola y ahí el PC para lo que es la transmisión, porque tanta gente, la conexión iría mejor en consola.
How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, you know, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the rounds saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit. Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody wants it. You know.
Creo que algunos están teniendo problemas. Vamos a ver los que son de España, si están teniendo algún tipo de problema.
So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their desk at their Tim. I'm sure we're gonna have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already done that, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint.
Bueno, acá vamos a ver que ya están viendo accesorios. A ver por acá. Ya tienen gameplay. Bueno, acá ya tenemos gameplay. Bueno, aquí ya estamos viendo lo que es gameplay ahí. Ahí está.
Are we in S&D? Trade. Is this still loud?
Dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going.
Ellos van a ir pasando diferentes jugadores. Se está viendo feo, se está viendo feo.
Nah, you suck!
Chad, there's no really slack in.
I can hear you, you have open mic!
Este man no me gusta cómo juega, vamos a ver a otro.
Horrendous trash talk. All very good natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja.
Who's on my team? Amber Wolf, Courage, Alice.
No, I did. I walked up and slapped him. I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude. How you doing? He's like, hey, man.
Movimiento.
Okay, my FOV, I need to go 120.
I actually got into a game against
Lord.
you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot streaming account. I don't believe that he's here
El
today.
POV está diciendo que el
I was
POV.
disrespectful with some people on the map, and I
La gente está viendo aquí lo que es a organizar lo que es el POV. No está. Ay, 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 él aumentó el POV. Uy, ahí podemos ver lo que es el POV. Es lo que es para consola 120. Vamos a ver. Este man sí sabe jugar eso, vamos a ver cómo le va. Aparte del movimiento, ahí podemos ver algo de lo que es las configuraciones que trae este gameplay.
No! Fuck!
Something else that I noticed that I feel like I've done in a couple of games is how you're realistic the movement with your targets, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you take corners and stuff, the way your gun moves...
Sí, prácticamente consola PlayStation. Ahí podemos ver que el POV está en 120.
That's a slide cancel.
No puede hacer el light cancel, ahí no puede hacer el light cancel. O sea, se desliza nomás, pero no puede hacer el light cancel, o sea que el movimiento es diferente. El movimiento, la mira, el campo de visión, sí es novedoso para lo que es consola. Interesante a esta parte ahí. Me gusta el mapa, sí está bastante bacano. Las armas.
No, Jack. Whoever is spectating is using my favorite SMG. I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, is about the changes to
Bueno, pues. El movimiento, o sea, bacano porque el movimiento es completamente sencillo. Hasta que poco a poco lo vamos cogiendo lo que es el movimiento, pero me gusta.
Oh, shit.
O sea, se ve bastante invisible que este juego.
Courage! Courage, you gotta get a kill!
You can change it up. Turn a M4 into an SMG.
That was nearly a snap.
That was nearly close.
One of the all-time greats in the
Chad, is the game audio fine?
If not the.
No, you're good, you're good,
I
you're
don't know why
good.
I've said it that way.
Yeah, no, like the all-time great. Yeah.
He's the greatest, but there we go.
Oh, you can revive? I don't even know what the fuck I'm playing.
To your point, Anani, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's, at this point in time, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform. Right now, that's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think, as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turn 70 for you. Just make some crazy different loadouts.
Trata de hacer lo que es el alcance y... Pero el movimiento más o menos...
Oh god, you know, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing to this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop. And like,
No ha cuadrado lo que es.
and I found that out very quickly. Like, I would get to an edge of rooftop, you can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's probably
Dude, look at my team.
Touching the ground, and I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Yeah. A great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot.
Yo.
Madre, un...
Yo. Mod squad, I need y'all. Mod squad, mod squad, mod squad. Oh, is that over?
Era que esto... No me esté propaganda, no me esté propagandas. ¿Cómo elimino esto?
Lagging.
No.
You're lagging. Okay, okay. Checker said he's lagging. Ready?
Es nice a cuchillo, o sea, no le importa nada. Está jugando aquí, pero va a decir a cuchillo. Mira cómo le carga este arma, chat. Por arribita. Pero sí, chat, el slide no funciona muy bien porque el slide
No puse mute ahí para ver lo que es el multiplayer.
Vive, bro. El Steam, mira. Ah, no lo tengo puesto. No mató a nadie. Ah, bueno. Déjame tirarme el Steam, chat. ¿Me tiro el Steam? ¿El Steam? Está bien, otra vez el Steam. El Steam no me da velocidad de movimiento porque obviamente esto es multi y esto no me da.
Sí, la calidad de imagen se ve fea.
Está bien, vámonos. Chat, es que no le puse la... ¡Seguro! ¡Anda a dormir! Steam. Ven de aquí. Lo que está acá, mete bien, ¿oíste? Me gusta. Me gusta cómo se está usando acá.
Saltar y agacharse, prácticamente la técnica aquí, el movimiento.
Se puede hacer el double jump. Fuck, no sé por qué disparé para arriba. ¡Ah! Nice. Easy, bro. UAV! Nice. UAV. Fucking yo, wow. Está bien, chat. Mira lo que me voy a tirar, El Barrel Rage. Vamos a ver cómo funciona. Va mucho más rápido. Pero es como un gas, es como una mascarita. What the fuck? Y hay sprint infinito. Hay sprint infinito, bro. Las drogas literal. Así que... Y ya está. Chat, por cierto, las ventajas. Mira, tengo dos ventajas iniciales, ¿verdad? Y con el tiempo voy desbloqueando la otra. Todavía no tengo.
Va bastante lento. No puede hacer el light cancel.
Entonces, eso está bastante bien porque si hay alguien que es un fantasma, no lo puede tener al principio, sino que lo puede tener después, ¿sí me entiendes? Hay también la del wallhack ese. Dios mío, chat, es que me están reventando, no puedo, loco. Ahorita me quiero otra clase con armas buenas y tal. Ahorita, bueno, o sea, no me quiero otra clase con armas buenas, sino que reviso la clase que tengo. Porque esta clase no me gusta mucho, pero bueno. Pantau, ese francés. ¡Morite, Mayuro! ¡Come on, man! La carabina de sabor. Loco, estoy igualito, what the fuck.
Este tiene Mr. Soki. Vamos a ver qué tal le va al Mr. Soki.
Creo que era esta, ¿no? No, en vez de la empuñadora le voy a poner esto. Tenía todo preparado, tenía todo creado para no andar aquí haciendo esto ahora. Y como ha petado, pues... es lo que hay, señores. Y me voy a poner esta. Vale, así más o menos, pero luego me hago otra clase, ¿vale? Vamos a jugar ya. Y aunque se juegue una yo solo y nos juntamos luego. Va a ser un poco caos. A ver.
Acá en la skin.
También os digo, creo que el tema de sonido, voy a bajarlo un poco. La música también. Interfaz. Creo que era aquí en juego, ¿no? Gráficos. Quality. No, era display. Por aquí estaba el tema del granulado y eso, ¿no? Este es el FOV de tercera persona. Calidad. Sí, mira, aquí está. Esto nada. Esto sí. Esto no. Y esto fuera. Aplicar. Vale, a ver qué tal. No sé si está todo bien configurado, ¿vale? Pero bueno.
Lo tiene en PC, prácticamente lo tiene
¿Qué mapa es
el
este?
juego.
Este mapa no sé cuál es. Creo que no lo jugué. A ver, lo miraré. A ver, chavales, se viene. No, este mapa no lo he jugado, creo, ¿eh? Este mapa creo que no lo he jugado. ¿Quién estamos? Tenemos equipazo, ¿eh? A ver, a ver. Este mapa no lo he jugado, no tengo ni puta idea del mapa, la verdad. Voy aquí con esos señores.
El movimiento del arma.
Estoy perdidísimo en este mapa, ¿eh? Por la espalda ha spawneado uno ahí. No me sé el mapa nada este. Es literalmente la primera vez que juego. En toda la beta que jugué ayer, no tengo ni idea de este mapa. Follada. Voy por ahí.
Estaba bastante bacano lo que es el movimiento, me gusta. O sea, ya es como más jugable. Vamos a ver otro ratico, vamos a ver otro multiplayer un ratico, pero realmente me gustaría estar todo el tiempo aquí, pero no puedo.
No se puede hacer cancel slide, no se puede hacer cancel slide. O sea, si te haces slide tienes que hacerlo entero y es una mierda, porque tarda mucho. A mí personalmente no me gusta hacer eso. Hay uno campeando ahí, ¿sabes? Hay uno campeando ahí. El mapa está raro, es mapa raro. Hostia, el Dolphin Dive, tú. Ha metido un Dolphin Dive de putos locos, ¿no? Qué locura, tú has salido volando.
Vamos a reír un ratico con esto. Y listo.
Claro, claro, claro. Esto es un modo de juego de prisionero. Bifu, claro. Buscar y destruir, buscar y destruir. O sea, relajado, pues. Bifu en la lobby, pues, relajado. Tercera persona, chat. Expectando en tercera persona. Se acabó la ronda. Es que contra Bifu, bro. ¿Qué queréis que haga yo contra el Bifu? ¿Por qué tan elegante? Mi bro, estamos jugando Modern Warfare 2 y ahorita vamos a jugar Warzone 2. No sé qué más elegante queréis, la verdad. No sé qué más elegante queréis. Pero bueno, por cierto, chat, si estáis viendo el directo y tal, si el canal, bro, si campanita, como on. Igualmente, si llegaste un poquitico tarde, no quería yo agarrar la bomba. Si llegaste un poquitico tarde, todo esto va a estar en YouTube. Lo que estás cara, me gusta cómo se mueve, no se mueve mucho, ¿viste? Me gusta cómo se mueve.
Bueno, pues.
Mira el centro de este mapa. Es muy chiquito aquí. Muy close quarters. Déjame recargar. O sea, los pasos se escuchan espectaculares. Déjame escuchar. ¡Hunter, ¿por dónde va? ¡Quería hacerme un ninja! ¡No, señor!
Pues vámonos directamente a lo
señor.
que...
Este men, bro, buscando el clip. Lo que se escucha hasta el pasto.
Está respetando a lo que es swag.
Droga. Mira cómo tiene la roja ese.
Y vamos a esperar, pero pues no sé si Warzone se demore mucho en salir. Se quedó pegado.
have some kind of like situational awareness of in game.
And I will say, in terms of balance of like ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all of our, like our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments.
Bueno, yo creería
and what
que
configuration you end up coming with is fairly much there.
bueno, está faltando el Warzone. Vamos a darle un rato ahí.
Yeah. And I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally what this game is, because you can change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
well, in a way, yeah. But like I think to Dali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between your SMGs
like I haven't
and your ARs,
seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means. Of course, as the game
like sawed off.
develops. He wants a sawn off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's going to test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes of what people are going to do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are going to come up with, but it's going to be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really
look at Chef Tony.
Yeah,
this is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Metal boots on the building. He's got the M4.
Metal boots.
He's going to run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby-faced. Now he's going to go for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy in fight. Oh, he's up. He's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh, man. We will be playing all day, friends. All day.
You know what, the iron sights here kind of clean.
Bueno, nos vamos despidiendo aquí el directo. No creo que pueda estar más. Realmente terminó. Duró mucho. Y bueno, luego hacemos la reacción de Warzone directamente en los canales diferentes. ¿Listo? Espero que pues ya hemos tenido con esto de Warzone. Y lo de que el evento. Realmente esperemos traerle prontas configuraciones sobre este nuevo juego de Call of Duty. Y bueno, nos estamos viendo hasta la próxima. Hasta luego.